listening to The Nasty Table, the premier source for tabletop role-playing actual play. Now come on in, relax, and pull up a seat to The Nasty Table. Last session on The Nasty Table, 12 gauge.
There's something going on?
Bathroom's over there, sir.
The Krupa? The Krupa! Wendy, it's for the fridge. I think it's the condenser.
I'm in maintenance.
Telling you it's the condenser.
Yeah, that's the condenser.
Both of you guys walking into the family bathroom?
No, I'm actually playing DP.
A janitorial closet. Manila envelope wedged between two of the bottles. Beretta M9 with an attached suppressor and covered in a handwritten note.
Roomba. Angel possibly compromised. New orders. Kill Wheeler. Trust your instincts. Avery.
I think I trust Avery more than Angel.
How do we know that came from Avery?
Is this Angel rattling our cage? Is she trying to like loyalty
know.
test us? What is this?
We'll kill him in the bathroom.
Can you wash the waffle iron, please?
Chew. Now swallow.
So I have a feeling that we're going to have some more discussion stuff than actual recap stuff, so we might as well get started. Can I please have a recap of that last session?
We have seen that Angel didn't get along with Avery.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it literally might be the organization talking about it out of both sides of their mouth. Like, Avery might be like, no, fuck this. This is now it's supposed to go down. This is what you need to do. And Angel might not even be compromised, but gave us a directive he didn't agree with.
There's a lot of shit going on. I mean, there's, at least within the agency or the organization, there's a lot of...
Anything else for this recap, you fucking stupid assholes?
No, bitch. Let's get fucking rolling.
Joe, are you having fun?
Yes, I'm actually having a blast.
Can I roll for my human
I always love when you guys
Increase?
keep me on my toes, because, like, I want you guys... Here's a question. You know what? Here's an interesting question.
Get further on your toes, bitch.
And this is a little bit like out of...
It's going up.
This is like a little bit like out of... This isn't recap stuff, but I always try my hardest to tune into what I think makes you guys have fun individually. Try to, like, get an idea of why you guys derive enjoyment from the game.
Food.
Do you guys ever do that on the flip side? Do you guys have any inclination of what I enjoy to see out of players?
100%. That's how we get program points.
What do I like to see out of my players?
You love RP and you love raw emotion. You love when we get lost in the story that you've created for us, Joey. Like, a sick part you really liked that I introduced myself as DJ, and I was embarrassed because I was so enthralled in the game I thought it was me for a second.
I do like that.
And then he went upstairs and touched himself.
Buckets.
We don't honestly... I feel like you don't care whether we're engrossed in the story sometimes, whether we're, like you said, just showing raw emotion.
Literally the exact opposite of what I said, actually. Like, couldn't have been farther from what I
no,
said.
because I'm sitting here
like
thinking
you
about...
said you're like, yeah, no, I agree with DJ. The exact opposite.
But
I don't think he cares whether we're involved in the story.
But there was, like, scenes where it's like, oh, we were sitting there and I smoked the cigarette, right? And I gave you shit for that early on, and we got a program point for that. But I feel like you really enjoyed that, and as well as... you two got program points for just kind of having conversation on bullshit.
Yeah.
That wasn't on bullshit. That was more being involved enough to recognize that the door is opening and we stop, and then it shuts, and then we continue, and then the door opens and it stops and we continue. That paints a scene to Joe and therefore the listening audience.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about the listening audience.
I know you
Fuck the
don't.
listening
I know
audience.
Fuck you, jackass.
As always, fuck the audience.
Jackasses.
I actually had to shave the sideburns a little bit because they were like coming down and I looked like a fucking... What?
Is that what you raised your hand for?
No.
Oh.
You were just looking at me like you wanted me to continue the tale.
Well, yeah, I'm listening to the words coming out of your mouth. That's normally how people have conversations.
Growing out my... Not how you have conversations. Don't act like you're a fucking normal member of society. Lunatic.
I'm normal.
Hi, I'm normal.
Yeah.
Does it make you uncomfortable when I look at you?
Hi, how are you? Not at all.
You're not one who's bothered by eye contact.
Oh, not at all.
Now, if we go over here,
Yeah.
that's a different.
But no, I've been better at it with work. like
Yeah.
customers and shit.
Maybe.
It's easy.
He's
Maybe.
growing.
But also, you can't just keep it like the entire time. You have to like every once in a while like look down at your fucking like keyboard. Like I'm inputting data.
I'll, like-
I'm not logged in the computer.
You don't have that problem when you drink. I can specifically cite examples at the Brazil game when you were looking at me so intently that I thought you were about to hurt me.
I might have been.
Like he was ready to go. No, I raised my hand because as it pertains to the bug in the hotel room.
Who put that bug there?
Well, it's not about that so much as, and I need you to. I thought we swept.
No
We did
sweeping.
not sweep. We didn't
no,
sweep at
no
all?
sweeping
Oh.
at all.
I would have sworn
no
that we swept.
sweeping
Okay.
at all.
Did we
All right.
sow? We didn't sow.
Well, we swept
We
the
still got
lobby
reaped,
when we
though.
were on the clock.
They reaped. They
we just reaped.
you guys
we didn't sow at all.
we
No,
didn't
there was
yet
no
reap.
sowing,
We
no
didn't
sowing.
yet sow,
We reaped though.
which is why we
we've reaped.
You're supposed
dude.
to. You're
Oh
supposed
my
to
God, we
sow
reaped.
before you reap. That's the problem.
well,
Bro,
We just went right to reaping.
our sow reap average is all fucked.
yeah.
We're the
it's a
first.
bad
We're the
balance.
first cell in history with a negative SRA.
Our SRA is in the
Awful.
negative right now.
First time in history.
At least through 2 sessions.
But no sweeping. No,
No sweeping. Okay, no sweeping.
there was no swoped.
Nothing swapped.
I don't think we said too much in our day. I don't think
we
we've
said so much.
Did we?
Oh my god.
But
We had-
I kind
we
of
had-
want to get into this icky a little more than Aki.
I think the only
True.
thing we
True.
didn't really discuss that probably helps our case is your and I's discussion that we had at the buffet. But everything else, I'm pretty sure we discussed. We discussed going down to 212. We
Yeah.
discussed,
Well, all this can happen in character
Yeah.
for sure.
but not in the room.
Oh. Well, yeah. No.
Remember
Hey.
how fucked up we were yesterday and all the dumb shit we were saying?
Dude, could
That
you
cocaine was
imagine?
crazy.
Let's do it, dude. Let's fucking do it.
Buckets.
So, reconvened, reconnected, and assessing the situation under new light, G-Cell finds themselves in their penthouse suite. The four of you together in the living area as ESPN plays some game, basketball or baseball or whatever. Reservation at 9:30 at the Prime Rib, and it's currently, say, 6:45. What do the four of you want to do?
What day is today?
Thursday, November 7th.
I know I am in the shower.
Yes, Agent Gallion stepping off to go to the shower.
I poured myself a light drink. We'll call it a half shot and a nice of Boken rum. And I'm just kind of sitting on the couch, kind of just watching the game. Still probably overly loud.
I'm gonna look over to Garfield and Gonzo and do a motion with my 2 fingers to my mouth like I'm smoking a cigarette and point to the balcony and like point over and like point at both of you two and like cigarette.
Yeah, I just kind of nod and start making my way over.
Okay.
But I'm also Googling on the original mission directive. I type in the exact address. What is that building?
It seems to, if you search that address on this universe's
Yes.
Google, it
'Cause
goes
I
up.
tried it in our universe's Google and I didn't get it.
I try to avoid using real addresses when I can. This is a fake address that I've given you, but if you search it, it leads to what looks like a parking garage.
And when I Google 935 Pennsylvania Avenue, that's the FBI headquarters.
That
I
is the
get.
FBI headquarters, yep. In Washington, D.C. So what are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're
So,
making our way to
walking
the balcony.
Over to the balcony.
Okay. Over to the balcony, opening the
Opening
doors, stepping out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're out there, close the door. So this is Angel's bug, right? The one they're talking about? It's got to be, right? Who else would it be?
You think it's angels?
I'm looking at these mission directives, or I'm remembering back on them because we've destroyed them. And it's just, I can't get over one detail. If we ever worked in an FBI building, We've used FBI cover. But have we ever met with FBI people before? I don't recall this. David Carver seems familiar, but I can't place it.
Neither could I.
We really need to think back on this.
I guess what I was getting at with the whole bug thing, maybe we keep talking about just stealing the package and not killing them. Because if it is Angel's bug,
You think they'd give me this? I mean, let me break it down for you how I got this. I'm playing roulette, just watching the room. I get winnings, you know, I'm up, I'm down. I look at a chip, and there is very fine print etched on it. Says go to counter 3, cash out. I cash out half my chips, and on a note, a bill of some sort, it's go to the janitor closet. Do you think any other organization would do that? Where I find behind chemicals a gun and our second directive?
Well, yeah. The FBI.
I think the FBI would just come in here with their badges shown. Sure, they can do weird shit, but I mean, you think it would be convoluted like that to give me a gun? To give us a gun?
what kind of gun?
Using a non-affiliated outside agent to achieve your means is a common FBI thing.
Yeah, like a patsy?
I pull the gun out and I kind of examine it closer. Is there a serial number?
It has been scratched off. It is a Beretta M9 with the serial number scratched off and an attached suppressor. Along with it, you also had 2 magazines. These magazines have a capacity of 10.
With my training, would I have an understanding of which of my 1911 and this gun, which one would be louder with the silencer?
The 1911 would be louder.
Okay. I mean, they gave us this pretty much for an assassination.
Gallion, your shower wraps up. You begin drying off.
Yeah, I'll get dressed and probably reconvene with them. That would be my next step.
Come out your towel.
Are you drying
out
like a
your
lady?
towel.
Are you drying like a lady?
2 towels.
He's drying
You
like
get
a
a
lady.
text in the WhatsApp that says "Come out in your towel."
Can I roll craft to do that little like towel turn?
Oh yeah.
I have a 0 in craft.
Dry like a lady.
Oh, it looks like shit.
He's wearing it like a tube top. He's got it over his chest.
Yeah.
Covering my nipples.
Drying like a lady.
Cover my little pierced nipples.
Pierced.
Huh? Pierce.
You don't see him in the living room.
I thought you were going to say your nipples are pierced.
You got those door knockers.
Oh my god, dude!
They're
Like-
big and they're heavy and they hurt sometimes.
Like you can see where they're like pulling down.
And it's so embarrassing going through TSA.
They make you. Take
They
them
know.
Off.
They
make you
always
take 'em
know.
off. Oh man.
I thought the dildo in the case would be bad. It's
No, it's the door knockers. Lily's laying up on you like knock 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 knock. Hello.
Coming in.
I love these things.
All right, so here's the thing. We're really not gonna know what we're doing, and if it's right, and we still might not, until we figure out whatever the hell we're stealing. Because once we get our hands on it, it might provide us some clues to whether or not the FBI might want this, or if this is a Delta Green item.
Context
That's a
would
good
help.
idea.
Gallion, they're not in the living room.
We're on the porch smoking, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God. I'm just.
I'll go
blowing
through
it
the
out.
double doors and go out to the balcony.
Yeah. Guys, the balcony doors open, revealing a fresh, and so clean Pierce.
Well, how's he smell? What's the initial smell again?
Dial, bar soap.
Yeah, ivory.
Pile.
To like MJ did blanket.
Yo, no, he walks out and he smells like
That's fucking great. No one else picked up on that. That's
No.
funny
What'd you
as
say?
fuck.
because I was
I do him like MJ did blanket.
wow. Oh my God. You drying him off?
No, he's got him over the
I'm
fucking.
banging him over the fucking
Oh yeah, he's trying him all.
Strip drying him.
Shake him!
Getting the fucking draft from the building.
The water's flicking off. He's shaking his.
Somebody's down there like, why is it raining?
What's all that knocking?
The people under us are hitting the ceiling with a broom. Knock it off! Trying to sleep down here.
Come in. I said, there's a do not disturb on the door.
He comes out. He opens the balcony, and all I smell is Lang 33.
Anyways.
Yeah, I come out and what's the conversation I'm hearing? Where were you guys at?
Where'd we end off?
Door knockers.
Hanging down low.
So I'm trying to backtrack.
You see what you've done?
Wait, we've gone
That's
for
my
real.
own fault. It's all right. We're back. We're so good.
It was context on the
Oh yeah,
item.
actually looking at the item itself. Yeah.
Yeah, so what I was saying is we're not really going to know.
I'm gonna shut the door to the balcony.
We're really not going to know if what we're doing is for the organization or if we're getting tricked by the FBI until we get our hands on whatever this thing is.
What makes you think the FBI left the note?
Why are we bringing it to the FBI headquarters? We've never worked with them before. And what is another organization that has the power to do something like this? The FBI.
Were we at FBI headquarters down in Florida?
I thought that was the police station.
Perhaps.
And I think we were using FBI cover.
Perhaps some deep thinking may have to take place. And perhaps those notes that you guys have been taking diligently all campaign
I mean,
Feels like a cop
may come
out.
to help.
I've never written a note before in my life. It's all.
Well, strange voice in my head. I plan to go back and listen to a few episodes so you can suck on my balls.
God, I'm here.
But for right now, I'm role-playing, and the voice in my head's ruining it.
The notes are not meta. The notes exist as your character's memory. That's what they're there for. You know, just to kind of make that clear. It's not metagaming to go through your notes.
I love
No,
the
I know
Thomas
that.
Myers account.
Off topic. Do you just pause for? Do you just cut when?
Might cut in, might cut out. Doesn't matter.
I was always curious about that. Like while we're kind of just scrounging through our notes, because I always try and keep it.
Case by case basis.
You can cut that out.
I don't. I'll decide what I cut out. And what I don't.
Demons are bound to submit to Christ's name.
Suck. Thanks.
The mask
Oh,
of
yeah,
self-deception was.
Where's the other files that we have? Because it's probably on my.
They're
there's
all
so many.
on top of the cabinet.
FBI Tampa headquarters.
He was our contact.
FBI Tampa headquarters to meet with Special Agent David Carver.
We've been to an FBI headquarters before.
Have we?
Yeah, down in Tampa. We met with Special Agent David Carver.
Oh my God, that's
Where's
right.
that note?
With the fucking bugs.
Sorry, all these fucking.
Right.
My name's John Bill today. I can't keep anything straight.
With
That's
the-
right, though.
Wait, you mean with the smelly bugs?
Mm-hmm.
That were going back to the apartment or when we were in the motel?
Yeah, no, those bugs.
Okay, so maybe this isn't as fishy as it seems. All right.
Was he an agent though?
I remember.
Agent David Carter
I remember
sounds
the
familiar.
name.
It was Special
The whole
Agent David
thing.
Carver, but when we did the handoff, I don't think it was actually with a David Carver. I think when we did the handoff, it was with Angel and Avery, right?
That was
Right.
when Angel had a fit on.
That's when Angel
Yeah, that's
got
when he
kicked out of
kicked
the
her
room.
out. Yeah,
So this is checking out.
more or less.
But wouldn't Angel know all of this too?
No, what?
I don't think Angel was a part of the handoff for this.
I think maybe.
I think we were just told to go in there and ask for David Carver.
Oh.
I think it's like a code word.
Yeah.
I still think we need some context on what's in that fucking case.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna have to take a look and really. For now, I trust this note. But when we open that case and see what's in there, that might all change. So I think our best move is go enjoy some dinner at the Prime Rit. We really don't got to stake out nothing no more.
Yeah.
And then I think the best thing to do is investigate the trash in the morning, see what's going on with that. Really gather ourselves and figure out how we're going to do this.
Even if we can collect them down there.
But we got to have it all mapped out. It's got to be clean.
While we're on the topic of, you know, off in the sky, I've got this Beretta now. Do any of you guys have a weapon?
I'm going to need one. Oh, the other one, because I'm going to have to go up to the room, and I don't know what I'm going to see up there.
It's suppressed.
I don't have anything quiet. If I butyrol, that's it.
Make sure to be checking the WhatsApp, because we're going to have to be kind of in constant communication.
Well, we'll have the
during this.
earpieces.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. All right, yeah, we'll switch to those.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that on the floor with him.
You probably shouldn't.
I'll leave it in my pocket, though, so you guys know what's going on.
Maybe we should have someone... You'll be on the floor, right? Right, Garf? You're going to have to be, right, if you're going to be around him?
I'm going to be on the floor. He's going up to the room.
I'll be down there for a little, but I'm going to be up in the room while this commotion's going about.
So
He's getting the case.
you're getting the case. You're gonna kill this guy?
I'm hoping one of you guys, I'll lead him to the bathroom. You guys block it off or something. Once I go in there with him.
One of you blocks it off for service right after they go in there, after the other one lures the bodyguards away.
I think using that logic, the best way would be for one of you to be in that bathroom already, and then we're kind of acting as a signal. Like, one of us blocks it off, the other one walks in and goes, hey, make it quick. We gotta service this.
If someone's in there when you guys go to do coke, this guy's gonna bail.
So we should have it blocked off.
Someone could be in the stall.
We should have it blocked off.
No, you guys just wait from across the way. You wait till
Who does number 2 work for?
I got it all.
That's right, buddy. You show that turd who's boss.
I got it all mapped out right here, and you guys are now locking eyes with Vinny, who has written something down and planned it for the first time ever. You guys are very alarmed. You guys are very alarmed.
Why'd you write it in crayon?
Yeah, it's like 3 different colors, and like it's a mess. Like,
I showed you the red one.
It's color coded by assignment.
Are they scented?
Gauze, you're blue.
see, I wrote.
Gallion, you're green.
No, listen, you gotta. I wrote gauze is in the root beer smensel. You're in the cotton candy smensel. Okay. It's coated in scratch and sniff. All right.
Stickers?
No, but yeah. So you two will be across the way. One of you will be in your maintenance gear. The other one, you just gotta be a casino dick. You gotta be fucking slick back hair, ready to fucking walk over there and fucking cause trouble.
Which means only one of us is going to be acting as maintenance, which is me.
Correct.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
As soon as the whole I'm drunk, get the fucking bodyguards goes away, maintenance seals off the bathroom, which is currently being used as a kill room.
Right.
I think, honestly, you could
after
lean
you
into
seal
it,
it
because you
off.
could get off work and just decide, hey, I want to get drunk and gamble.
Yeah.
After
that
you
could be
seal
my
it
thing.
off, go in there, help him get rid of the body. He leaves. You leave about 15 minutes later with the bag.
So should we keep this bathroom closed off
Maybe 5-10 minutes. not that
beforehand?
long.
Beforehand.
Wait, I guess
mean,
my confusion
So no
is-
one's in there when
Hold on,
we
hold
have
on.
to do our work.
Hold on, just real quick. If he's going to be disposing of the bag, he can't also be the casino dick, because he's going to need to look like maintenance to get rid of the bag.
Somebody
No,
is going to
I'm confusing you two, so you're gonna be maintenance.
I don't think of us two, I'm the one most equipped to carry that bag.
You said you're not equipped, or what?
How heavy's that bag going to be?
put it in a cart.
175 pounds.
Of dead weight?
Yeah, you bring a cart.
We'll put it in one of like the carts. Yeah.
The janitor
Alright,
carts?
alright.
Like one of those big garbage carts. We'll put an extra bags on top.
All right.
We'll put it on the bottom.
It's not like you won't
Look,
have me in there helping
I
you.
know I'm asking a lot of you, but we're really spread out on this one, so we all gotta man up, and because I'm gonna have to go up into this room and probably kill some fucking guy and steal this thing. So I'm not too happy with what I gotta do either.
How the fuck are we getting in that room?
That's for me to worry
we
about.
we can try the key.
They're not going to wipe it?
Well,
I don't know.
he's
I
probably
mean-
gonna have a key on him. We can pass it off.
Yeah.
If I'm having trouble breaking in, yeah, you guys might have to meet me up there with the key.
So I'll be pushing the cart. I'll search him, I guess, for a key. And if I get it, I'll relay to Gonzo. Gonzo, you leave the table. You grab the key for me. Run up to his room.
Okay.
And that way, there's you two. You both have silenced guns, right?
Yeah.
You should be able to get in that room. Even if there's a
what
guard
I was
watching
thinking, what I was thinking is, bodyguards are kind of a illicit service. You kind of have to hire some individuals who they're usually not too straight-laced. If I send a prostitute up to that room, he's probably gonna bite. She can learn.
Her?
Maybe. I don't know what he's
What
into.
if it's Brutus? You know what he wants.
But if I send a nice looking girl up to that room, I'm getting in that room. And if I gotta get rid of both of them, I will.
You're the escort. You're the pimp.
Yo, put on. I have a wig in my bag.
No, he's
put it on real
he's
quick.
gonna pull a Bugs Bunny and he's gonna
I can just see Vinny talking up a girl right now as this short Italian man. So meet me up in 212 in about an hour.
I got a business proposition for you. You want to make a lot of money?
Yeah. Is that cock up? What's up, cock?
Shut up.
And when we were coming in, I'm fairly certain I saw some ladies of the evening that would be pretty easy to assuage.
I guess my whole thing with this is day of, just to hold the cover. One of two things needs to happen. Either A, you and I work quote-unquote differing shifts, in that you're playing the part all day, and then I come in and relieve you if you're to go onto the casino floor and do your part.
Right.
Or B, you have to lose this guise entirely and let me do my thing for the next 2 days. Which is fine, but I think we need to make that decision now.
Right.
Does
Maybe I would start really early, like 5, 6 a.m.
I mean, you could do 7 to 4.
Right, because the game's the game poker game doesn't start till a bit later in the day. I think.
Right.
Like 5 p.m. It starts 5 p.m.
to pull everybody out just for a split second. This is a brand new song made by Ant, specifically asked to be put on during moments of rumination.
Welcome to the Rumination
What's the
Station.
name of the song?
Rumination.
Okay.
So I do want to get back to it. Do we close the bathroom off and I say, hey, I know a good spot where we can do some blow?
The bathroom. Bathroom.
Listen. No. This is good. I'll close the bathroom off way ahead of time. Okay?
Yeah.
You tell him you slipped the maintenance guy a 50 so that I let you guys use it.
That could work. That's a good bit.
And then you walk up, you give me a little nod, I give you a little nod, you go in.
Yeah.
You're a
That's a
regular.
great idea.
You're a regular here. They know you.
He's a degenerate gambler.
Hey, I tipped the maintenance guy, $50. He closed off the bathroom. That's our private use, us high rollers.
I mean, that jives with pretty much everything.
It's gonna be a late night.
One thing I do want to bring up is that Josh guy. I don't want to say he's on to me, but I mean, when I was sitting there at the table, he came up to me and immediately patted me on the shoulder.
You said you won, right?
I mean, it was up and down.
Look,
I
man,
won the other day.
What year is it?
2019.
You've seen the movie 21. Those security guys, they're not looking for the drunken idiots who blow all their money. They're looking for the guys who are winning, seeing if you're up to anything funny. You win a little bit of money. Coincidentally, you lost your wallet. He might think, oh, I'm throwing him off my trail so I can win. I don't think he's looking at you for anything other than you won.
It's something to keep your eye on for sure, but I think we're keen to the house having ears and eyes at this point. These notes are being handed around by casino employees. So who's to say they're all not? Or who's to say who is in and who is out? Just assume that anybody working here could have info. Steer clear. Small talk it out.
Well, I'll keep the bit going.
And seriously, man, you say the word. I can close that thing off at 6 o'clock. I don't think anyone's gonna ask any questions. I'll stand there. I'll keep the door ajar. Whatever. I'll mop for whatever amount of time I need to mop, and you come in, you give me a head nod, and I go,
I think we've got a relatively good ironed out plan.
Yeah.
Now, I do want to touch on the fact what the fuck have we said in here?
I don't.
Nothing about killing the guy.
So previously, we didn't have a reason to talk about anything that. Basically, the situation only got hot recently. We're good.
Listen, man. If what's on this note is true, the only reason she'd be bugging us, or the only reason this room would be bugged, and the reason is she's compromised, would be to monitor that we're following the objective as it was written to us. If we proceed in the room as if we're following her orders, the objective she gave to us, there's no raised eyebrows.
So you guys want to go in and talk about our plan then?
Our plan to not have any casualties and get into the security room, and how are we going to do that? And
Yeah.
we put it on.
Let's just go discuss how we're about to go have a stakeout at the Prime Rit.
Yeah.
And then let's
How do we do this
and then
with
let's
no
go have a fucking
casualties?
steak at the Prime Rit because I'm fucking hungry.
Hey, Angel was weird, but it's the first time anyone from the program's been nice to us. It's a little refreshing. At least we got a nice stay. Let's put it on.
Note that. The organization's nice. They're probably up to something.
I just wanted to make sure that we didn't say anything, you know,
We didn't
not
say
too
any
stupid.
We didn't say anything
We
against.
were working on our plan because at that time that was what our plan was.
You really think it was the organization who would have bugged this room, though?
Why would Avery tell us that if it wasn't?
I mean,
He said not to
It's
remove. He said
Angel's
not
bug.
to remove the bug. It's Angel's bug.
It's Angel's bug.
Look, if she's compromised,
And if we remove it, that
that's what
makes
I'm
her
getting at.
privy.
She's compromised.
yeah, but if she's compromised, she's gonna want assurance that we're following her orders directly. Otherwise, she'd have to intervene.
right.
Let's just keep it
That's why Avery
a
said
little
trust
bit
your
more
instincts.
PG.
Let's keep it to the original directives.
Let's keep it to the original directive when we're in the room.
How long have we been out here?
Oh, probably about 15 minutes.
Hey, I just don't want the bug to be
Yo.
whoever's listening to be weird. We should probably get back in there, though.
Yeah, and knock that water shit off.
The water's off. That's why
I
I
know,
turned the
but-
TV on.
We'll just talk on the balcony or out of the room because that's fishy activity. That's gonna tip her off.
All right. What time is it?
Taking a look, it looks like it's about 7:30 at this point. 2 hours until your reservation at the Prime Rit.
We're still on the balcony.
At this point, yeah.
Did you see the bug?
I felt it and saw it. Yeah.
Did it seem like the ones that we got?
Yeah, but I mean, what the fuck is a standard issue bug? I mean,
Hold on, come with me real quick.
all right.
Coming inside with me?
Stepping inside.
Yeah.
Okay. And the other two here, Garfield and Gauls, are you
I'll step
guys following
inside as
too?
well, yeah.
Yep. Stepping inside.
Having a cigarette on the balcony.
Good.
Ruminating.
I motion to them for them to be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go and find that frequency thing for our bug.
Yeah, you find it.
I kind of bring, we'll say, gauze in close. I'm gonna turn the frequency. Do me a favor. As I hit each one, do a little cough, sneeze, something.
They're actually not set, so it's not like ticks that go around.
Sure.
It is a completely free flowing thing.
Alright.
But yeah,
But I'm gonna whisper. Just make some general noises.
When
Yeah, I'm gonna whistle a tune. That's
general
good.
question:
Continuous
when you
tune.
hear the TV,
that too.
Oh yeah, honestly, yeah.
Do you say that?
yeah, I lean in, I guess, and go. You'd hear the TV.
I'm gonna start fidgeting.
Yep. Start fidgeting through and kind of slowly going across. Nothing. You do not pick up on it.
Fellas, looking forward to dinner?
I'm starving.
Prime rib.
I've heard good things.
Anybody want another drink?
Yeah, pour me one.
And I pour myself another half shot of Boken rum.
Okay. 7:30. Anything that you guys do of note or importance between now and the time of your reservations?
No.
No, I think actually, you know what? I think I'm going back downstairs to play some more play on the floor.
Okay.
Actually, I should probably do that as well. I should probably go out and just like sit at the bar, order sodas, and like hit the slots a little bit.
Okay. Gallion, anything?
I do leave the gun though in the room for the time being.
Okay.
I'm gonna maintain the area like close to that poker room,
Okay.
like an area that will like have eye shot to it.
Garfield, is there anything that you want to do?
Garfield has returned to the room. He has some pen and paper. Is there pen and paper lying around?
Yeah, easy
Okay.
enough to find stationery.
He is ironing out this plan.
Okay. On, like, physically written down in paper?
Yes.
Okay. Easy enough to kind of begin going through that process. Down on the floor, not much. Gonzo, go ahead and roll me luck.
Mr. Moneybags. Fuck. 89 on a 50.
You are down $50. Not good.
Not good.
But just dipping into your winnings from the night prior.
Yeah. Again, I'm still at the. I want to call it like low bid,
Minimum stake.
minimum stake tables. So I'm not like pissing away money at this point.
Yeah. But you spend a decent, like, hour and a half just kind of sitting around. Gauze, much in the same way. Nothing eventful happens. Just kind of keeping an eye on the poker room that's there. Not much movement or anything. No one of note that you have recognized before kind of walks around. The only thing that you do notice is it seems as if there is a game currently going on in that room.
And it's what, Thursday night?
Yep, Thursday night.
Is it like cordoned off, like the whole area cordoned off?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just playing the slots around there, just like trying to keep up appearances in that area.
Okay.
That's my zone.
While I'm down there, I'm kind of keeping a watch for like security in general. See if they're like, because I'm still in that general area. Has security come out at all during that hour and a half?
No.
And has there been any other characters, I want to say, around me, like interesting cats?
No, nothing that you see. There's nobody that you recognize or notice.
Okay.
But at this point now, we're looking at about like 9 o'clock. Back up in the room, Gallion, is there anything that you're doing between the time 7:30 and the reservation at 9:30?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna head down to the floor following the rest of them.
Okay.
Do I see any of the security guys that we saw earlier, like mowing about or anything like that?
No, it doesn't seem like they're doing any kind of patrols, any of the ones that you recognize, and you also don't see any kind of security officers, uniformed or otherwise.
Do I see my friends that I saw the other night?
Roll search.
30 even on a 64.
30 even on a 64. You do see, kind of off to the side, looks like playing craps, that couple that you talked to. They don't immediately notice you.
I'll probably walk up to them.
Walk up, and the guy who you remember introduced himself as Lewis when you first originally talked to him, looks over and kind of smiles, recognizes you. Still here?
Yeah, probably didn't divulge this the other day. I work here.
Oh,
Well, more or less. I do maintenance here.
I thought you were here with your buddies.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, but you just like work here too?
Well, they're here because I'm here.
Oh, okay, all right. That's good. Do you get like a discounted rate on rooms and stuff?
Not so much. They call it like housing.
No.
Usually what's not booked up, which in this case with everything being packed out is pretty much a glorified maintenance closet.
Oh. But you're still like you're off the clock now?
Yeah.
That's cool. Do you want to play with us? You want to play?
Yeah, I don't really know. It seems like some other people are betting on who's rolling.
I don't know. This guy just kind of just walked up.
I got it. Is he hot? Is he rolling? He's rolling good.
He just walked up. He literally just threw the first shot, which was hot. It's
Okay.
not bad.
All right, I'll follow you. I'll bet with you.
Sure. Just kind of schmoozing with them for a little bit.
Yeah.
Spending some time, going up and down. Roll luck, which I know might not be your strong suit.
Now this is a bullet. 001. I feel it.
You want hot dice?
Yeah, I need hot dice.
My dice have been shit all night, so I don't want to give you mine.
Scott. Man, you know what I think would better my odds here?
Someone blow on him.
A nice hot roast beef roll.
Have you rolled the Arby's dice yet?
Not now, Chief. I'm in the fucking zone.
I'm writing plans in crayon.
5 on a 24.
They're hot. They're hot.
Yeah. I mean, you're able to accrue a decent amount of winnings, 15, 30, 45, 60, 65. Say by the end of, a 30, 45-minute stint, you're up like $80. Cool.
Is it like a fun table? Like, is the energy, is it good?
It was weird in the beginning, and then some people peeled off, and then someone started going on a hot streak, and that's where you made most of your money, and then everyone's kind of getting into it, and the couple that you've been talking to are getting into it. The guy's slapping you on the back.
I'm
and
you're good at this, man. I'll keep riding. I'll keep riding.
camaraderie at the table is fairly high, and the dynamics are going.
Yeah. All right. After I've made a little bit of money, I'm probably gonna step off. I'll be like, hey, if I'll see you again, I'll tell you what bathrooms to avoid, all right?
Thanks, man. Take it easy.
That's it.
Walk away.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll wait it out until dinner.
Just milling about the floor. Okay. So everybody in their individual pursuits, whether it be sitting at the bar, playing penny slots, playing games, or Vinny upstairs writing his manifesto, time passes before it's 15 minutes to 9. It's 9:15.
Since I'm probably closest, I guess I'm at the table just looking around as I'm checking my watch. Fuck are these guys?
What's everybody wearing?
I'm still in my polo and slacks.
Button up, khakis, Doc Martens, brown leather belt.
Can you see your ankles?
You can see a pair of Argyle socks.
Wow.
Classy.
Mr. Moneybags over here.
Would change into my business casual attire,
Going
Probably a polo, khakis,
going up
loafers.
to the room to change, you do run into Garfield, who is sitting there.
Dropping his pencil.
At his study. His crown. I think this one's yours.
I'm gonna go from the cover of his shoulder. Anything I see on there?
It's just a big piece of paper with the big "the" from SpongeBob.
Well,
The
I'll leave you to that. I go get changed.
get changed.
No one sees me.
All right, then what does everybody do?
At 9:20, I kind of stand, not at the hostess, but outside of the restaurant. I'm just kind of tapping my shoe, waiting for the rest of my group to arrive.
Yep. Gallion, when do you pull up?
Quarter after 9.
Okay.
Yeah, probably leave the room. Walk past Garfield. You come to the prime rib.
Oh shit!
Are you changed?
And then I quickly grab my. I think I'm still in the Coogee sweater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm all good. I'm good.
It's business casual.
Coogee sweater's fine.
Why are you looking at me like I'm gonna be no?
Yeah, I'm wearing a Coogee sweater and khakis.
Coogee sweater. Yeah. I run into the bedroom real quick. Throw my polo. Put it
All right,
over.
fine.
Just throw it on. I don't want any guff from this lady.
Yeah.
Taking off the.
She made us look like a fool last night.
You're gonna yield. You're gonna yield. You're
for
taking
the
it off?
operation.
You're taking it off. Wow.
The coochie, not the coochie.
I gotta make a note that
Folded.
Garfield is a bitch. Bitch made, actually. Got it. Okay. So, putting on your polo, making your way down.
Yeah, but I got the socks on with the sock holster. The polo socks, the sock holster.
Okay. Do you guys go downstairs?
Yeah. So bring way down.
Okay. Making your way down. The four of you reconvened outside of the Prime Ri. What do you guys do?
Well, I look at my watch. Man, what do we got? 2 minutes? Jesus Christ! You guys know how to show up right on time.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna show up early. Is there only a dickhead?
Well, yeah. I mean, early is on time. On time is late. You never heard the saying?
That's a good signal.
Is it the same hostess from last night? As I kind of look over,
It is. It is the same exact hostess from the night before.
we got this bitch again.
Whatever, dude. Let's just get our table and.
Vin, you said the what was her name under again?
George
George Unit.
Unit. Table for 4 for unit.
stepping up and saying that, and she looks over. You made the reservation last night, right?
Yeah, that's me. How you doing?
Good. And it looks like she's like skimming through. 9:30 for Gunit, yeah.
Yeah.
You ready to be seated now?
If that's all right with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Here, follow me. We got your table all set up.
All right.
Follow.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
She weaves in between several tables and patrons, and it looks like there's maybe somewhere between 12 to 14 parties here. Sets you up on a table that overlooks out into the casino floor, but it's away from a lot of like the loud noises. There's some classical jazz music playing as she seats you. Puts down a couple of menus and says, "Your waitress should be over shortly. Please enjoy your time here."
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Sure
did
thing.
did she look us up while we were walking up?
You don't know. She definitely looked at you. You don't know if she looked at you guys top to bottom. But you guys are seated. For the sake of brevity, saving everybody some time, I want to know, albeit in excruciating detail,
For one person.
what do you order for drinks and food?
I do the filet mignon. Also get a side of grilled onions, asparagus, and mashed potatoes, and then I also get a Manhattan.
Surf and turf, medium or a baked potato, fully loaded. Salad.
What dressing?
Caesar. Rum and Coke. 2. Double.
I want the fettuccine Alfredo. And I want a bottle of Chateau Lafite Rothschild 1981 for the table.
The bottle. Oh my
4
God.
glasses?
4 glasses.
It's crazy.
What if he said 3? I would have been like,
For you guys, I'll have a water.
oh no, that would have been even worse.
I get the prime rib, Brussels sprouts, 5 7-Ups probably for the entire night.
You mean the prime rib?
No, actually, it's the rime.
The
rib.
rime prit?
The rime rib.
Are they cute here? They do that?
Other side got chopped off.
Any appetizers?
Bloomin' Gunyon.
Bloomin' Gunion's crazy.
The bloomin' Gunit.
Shaped
I want
gun.
the maple glazed bacon. Thick
also
cut.
I get the shrimp that's put out on like the ice with the
A
the
shrimp
cocktail
cocktail.
shrimp?
yeah.
And I want my salad on the side. If it is not on the side, I will send it back.
So, enjoying your food and eating, I just want to know, big strokes, any conversations that happened during this or any ulterior motives for enjoying this meal together?
Yeah, I hope I'm seated towards the casino floor. This way I can just kind of look out and see if I can notice any security coming in and out, and trying to note down what time that happens.
Okay. Anything else that you guys are doing?
I think I got everything ironed out for when we get back. Can't talk here, but
Well, we can't talk there either, but I guess we'll talk in the balcony.
we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
We'll go
have
step
some of those
outside or
cigars.
something.
I want to keep a consistent eye around the restaurant to see if I notice anyone looking at us.
Gauze, anything that you're doing?
No, just keeping a lookout. We don't really see the security room, right? We're not in that section.
No, you can see the security room
I'll
from
watch
here.
that the whole time then, yeah.
So, everybody except for Garfield, roll alertness for me.
The waiter's behind
Jesus Christ, I got shit dice tonight. 98.
The waiter's coming with a tray of drinks like this, with the gun under it.
74 on a 50.
What's that from, bro? That's Rush Hour. I think I gotta do that in like a bunch of movies.
98 on a 64.
That's right, 35, not a 50.
I'm really, really happy about this roll. So I rolled a 46 on a 50. I started playing this game with a 40 in alertness.
Hey.
Had I not failed so much, I would not have succeeded in that roll.
Speaking
All
of
right.
failing, mark that down.
So, let's start with my guys looking at the security door. You don't know whether or not you missed it. You look down to eat, and you look at the waitress and this and that. But during your time spent here, which I'm going to assume that you guys are spending like a good 2 hours here, you do not notice that door open at all. Not once.
Damn, Bloomin' Gunion's too good.
Gallion, towards the end, dessert menu is brought out, and you're keeping an eye on the patrons, maybe dipping out into the casino floor as well. you do see one person who is sitting at a slot machine, maybe off to the side, just kind of keep peeking over, looking at the prime rib, peeking over, looking at the prime rib. Maybe like notice that clock that maybe like 30 minutes ago, and then once more kind of peeks over from the edge of the machine and looks directly at you for a second.
Do I recognize this person?
No. Looks like a man, middle-aged, black hair, well-dressed, slick back, black hair.
I'm going to pick up the bottle of wine.
Yep.
I'm going to go to top off my glass, and I want to intentionally kind of cover my mouth.
Yep.
And I'm going to look to Garf specifically. I'm going to say, so based on where I'm sitting, would you say 12 o'clock?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say Garf. 12 o'clock, slot machine, middle-aged gentleman. I'm kind of like swirling the wine in my glass. He's looked over at us a couple times. Couldn't tell if it was the restaurant, but we just locked eyes. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I would assume there's more than a few pairs of eyes on us. So I wouldn't go schizo or nothing over it, but just be keen to that. You know, we're just here having a good time. We ain't doing nothing.
Some other people know we're not just here to have a good time, so.
Yeah, just keep doing like you do. Point them out to us. Make sure we know, but...
All right. I want to keep my eyes in that general area, see if he gets up, see if he moves, see if he does anything since locking eyes with me.
He gets up and starts walking away. You see the back of him.
How's he dressed?
He is wearing what looks like a dress shirt tucked into a, well, when you saw him from the front, it looked like he was wearing this dress shirt, but he's also wearing like this blue jacket on top of it, but he's wearing a belt and slacks and boots too. Walking away.
I want to keep an eye on where he goes.
Okay. Looks like he's just making his way into the casino, and you lose line of sight on him.
Okay. I'll make a mental note of what he was wearing, see if I see him again.
Okay. Dessert menus come out.
I'll have the tiramisu.
Creme brulee.
If he's not going to, I'm going to get the chocolate lava cake.
Jesus Christ,
Baked Alaska.
man.
What's that?
Oh, you've never had baked
I've never
Alaska,
had that
dude?
either.
Oh my fucking god!
What the fuck
It's vanilla ice cream covered in what do they call whipped egg whites?
Meringue.
Yeah, meringue,
I don't even know what the fuck that is, dog.
and it's served on top of a brownie.
Oh, God.
So it's like hot. The brownie's hot and the meringue is hot, but the ice cream is cool.
And just
Why'd I call it
melts.
baked Alaska? That sound like you do that sound like something you do with your high school sweetheart.
I made baked Alaska in high school culinary class.
Did you have... I miss that woman.
I want to know so deeply what her neurotic ass is up to. She was insane. She was a crazy person. Dessert comes out. You guys are served. Eventually, still milling about. The waitress comes up and asks, will we be charging this to a room?
Yeah. And I give her our room number. I don't know what it is.
Penthouse, West Bank.
Just the
It's just the penthouse.
just
that's
the
all you
key
said.
the key's fine.
Oh, all right. Here you go.
Thank you. All right, I'll go charge this. She walks away. Comes back with a receipt, gives you the card back. Anything else I can get for you guys?
I'll have a coffee.
Sure. Any conversations that happen before you guys wrap up your experience at the Prime Rip?
Can I smoke in here?
No, unfortunately not. Sorry.
How was our waitress throughout the night? Was she kind of eyeing us up, or was she
Friendly.
like nothing odd about
No,
it?
no red flags.
She baddie.
Yeah.
Vinny's looking for love.
I'm looking for that prostitute. I'm on my mission.
In all the wrong places.
She look like a lady in the night. She got a night job. Time you get off your shift.
Of note, have we noticed any ladies of the night in the casino?
Interesting
Work this
question. I need you to roll human intelligence for me.
Can any of us roll on this?
No, only because he specifically asked.
I'd assume we're not gonna. I'm looking for my dice to roll, so I don't have to assume. But I'd
Are you
assume
shitting me?
we wouldn't see any in the casino, and I'd have to go out of the casino.
There's a 56 on a 55.
56 on a 55. Pierce does not know what a lady of the night looks like. Anything else before you guys wrap up with the prime rip?
Nope.
No.
Okay. At this point now, we're looking at like 11:30. A lot of the patrons have left. You are some of the only people in here.
You guys want to go? Where does this? What's the outdoor of this property look like? Is there water nearby? Like, what's going on?
So
nearby?
outside leads directly into a pretty large parking lot. Across the street is a mall. This is connected to several different like interstates and highways.
Like city area.
City area is pretty far.
No. Well, oh, okay. So this area is just like
Out like in like almost like an offshoot of the suburbs. Not close to any kind of like city streets or anything like that, or downtown areas or
I want
inner
to go
I've been to this casino.
out front, like, and just peer for like a wooded area or something. That's no buildings, no light.
So it's actually kind of
No
tough because
electronics.
this specific spot is not really the only spot that you feel like would be secluded in a way would just be in like the middle of the parking lot.
Okay.
Well, you start making your way there. I don't know if these guys follow.
Let's go to the parking garage. Have a little conversation. I feel like that's gonna be our best bet for
I kind of want to check the car out too.
privacy.
Oh yeah, not a bad idea.
Did anybody grab the keys to it?
I didn't.
Shit, let me run up to the room real quick.
Yeah.
Up to the penthouse, grab the keys.
Yeah.
Okay, easy enough to just do that. What are the rest of you three doing?
Waiting in the hotel lobby.
Yeah, we're just waiting for him, and then
Okay, he comes back with the keys.
head out to the garage
Going
area.
out to the parking garage. Where do you guys go?
Spot 350 for the was it a Benz or was it? I think it was a Benz.
I don't want to talk near the car.
340. Yeah, I just want to check it out, make sure that there's nothing tied on it. So, I guess I kind of give the car a sweep for anything.
Well, first of all, making your way up to spot 340 is on the fourth level of the parking garage, demarcated as parking garage level D. You see sitting in spot 340 a 2019 Mercedes-Benz S-Class. What is everybody's driving score?
21.
23.
40.
53.
Vinny, you recognize it as a twin-turbo 6-liter V12 engine.
Oh, this thing is sweet. They really hooked us up.
What color?
It is silver.
Last time you saw one of these, you were stealing the alternator, right?
How'd you get this for the 8.6?
Let's just check it out real quick, make sure that there's nothing on it like in the room.
Toss
Better
it.
engine doesn't always make a better machine.
Don't worry about it, cuh.
Yeah, and
Vinny started fucking Vinny voice lines. That's awesome.
And I'm looking at up and down, just making sure that there's nothing like,
Inside and
tracker-
outside?
Yeah.
All right, beginning to go through that process. The rest of you three just watching or assisting or...
Yeah, not getting close.
5-10 minutes go by. You feel like you have torn this car apart, top to bottom, retracted the seats, checked inside the glove compartment, even like disconnected the back panel to get into where you change like the filter and stuff.
We're just watching him do a police search on this car.
Yeah, literally. You do not feel like this has been bugged in any capacity that would be easy for you to find through this. Not saying that it's not bugged. There are definitely spots that it could be at, but you can't access those spots without mechanical tools or mechanical knowledge.
Understood. Let's just, I didn't get everything. Let's just, walk away a little bit. I just wanted to make sure that we saw the car, had an idea of what the hell it was.
You don't want to roll it around so Benny could scope out his lady of the night.
I mean, if we're trying to have a conversation, let's just do
Let's
it.
go over here in the corner by this beater car.
Can we retcon that I also grabbed the cigars?
Sure.
I grabbed these too.
You imagine driving a car like this to the casino to gamble? This thing's fucked. All right.
It's like a Volvo.
It's got the door with a different color.
No, dude, it's a fucking 2006 Jeep Grand Cherokee with like that faded green color.
And then it's got one
of
red
those.
door.
And it's got one red door and like the bottom's rusted out, and you can also see that the airbag is like sticking out a little bit.
You said Yo, and it's got the back windshield's duct tape.
And they got
the trash bag.
And they got a donut on.
The hood on it's matte because they didn't paint it.
Yeah. But yeah, playing ducks on the dashboard.
Yeah, tons of ducks. One of them's like melted into the dash.
Oh my god.
It's an Alibaba one.
All right.
I don't usually smoke these, but does anybody want one?
Yeah.
And I hand Vinny a cigar.
Vinny whips out his manifesto. All right. So I got it all here. Gonzo, you're the gambler. Be a well-known regular hotshot. Build rapport with Titus. Lure him to a pre-disclosed bathroom marked for service. It's going to be in a low-key area of the hotel. You're going to tell him that you paid $50 to secure the spot for the staff. Kill him. Secure the key card from his body. Exit the bathroom. Contact me. See if I need that key card. If I don't need that, Exfil to McDonwalds. Oh, no, sorry. Before you exfil to McDonwalds, Pierce, maintenance / disposal. Mark bathroom for service. Wait for Gonzo to do the thing. Gonzo exits, you enter, lock the door, clean up. Text me, see if I need cleanup on my level. If I do not need cleanup, exfil to McDonwalds. There will be a van out back for you.
Where are we getting the van?
I have the ability to call places and rent cars at my free will. Moving on.
He flips the manifesto over in the
Gauze,
ground.
the distraction, caused the biggest scene ever. All guards must leave the scene for an extended period of time. Lose them. Exfil to McDonwalds.
He's gonna lose his job.
Do not bring in new friends. Me. Steal the thing. Secure a baddie. Send her up to the room to lure the guard out or gain entry by force. If this is failed, stand by for keycard. Secure the object. Quick inspection of the object. Exfil to McDonwalds.
This motherfucker wrote McDonald's.
How do we feel?
How am I getting out? If I'm causing the biggest distraction?
Hopefully you just
And
get
when am
thrown
I
out.
doing it?
Yeah, seriously.
That's what we're going to have to iron out. We're really going to have to figure out what you're doing and how.
Can you just be a drunken
arrested.
stuber?
I don't drink.
Let's get him really fucked up.
When you say you don't drink, I mean...
I haven't drank in like 30 fucking years. Damn near.
Aren't you only like 40?
Yeah.
Daddy wasn't kind to me.
I'm rounding up, but still, I mean... And what, I'm just gonna... What, I just go to jail tonight? That night? What do I...
I mean, when you get... Did they call the police? I mean, drunk and disorderly in a casino, I don't think it's a thing because everybody's drunk. That's what you do, right?
I'm trying to think of a better way you could lure them around.
Can I roll? I don't want to ask you for that. I was gonna say, can I roll law on that? But
You can.
You think about the guards, right?
Well,
The guards?
Instead of asking me to roll law, just say, do I think that makes sense, legally speaking?
yeah.
And I'll say, go ahead, roll law. You're good.
Okay. Jesus Christ, these dice suck too. 80 on a 0. Okay, well, it was for the...
Yeah, you're not sure. It's probably a case-by-case basis.
Yeah.
You just don't know what the parameters there would be.
Gonzo not knowing what drunken disorderly is like, should I... Can I give a -20 to that?
Never been caught.
I mean, you could cause a scene if you lost even a marginal amount of money. It happens all the time in casinos.
Am I trying to get the guards away or the security?
He's going to be in the room, though. I mean, the buy-in for the room is
Think you
10K,
could-
I thought.
Think you could fake a medical emergency?
I could do that on someone with my Bibuterol.
Wow.
Then that's what we do.
Just a random person at the bar. Maybe.
Freak out, demand their help, tell them you're a doctor and you need them to do things. Or this person's gonna die and it's gonna be their fault.
What happens with Vibuterol?
I don't. They would get just like loopy and a little knocked. Eventually, they'd get knocked out. But if I mix it with a little bit of Coke in like a shot glass, like
I was thinking
in a
you just like
whiskey?
fake a heart attack.
I mean, from what it sounds like, I mean, yeah, a heart attack sounds right. Maybe a stroke.
Maybe a panic attack.
All right, so we can switch your distraction to medical emergency.
To
of some
drugging
sort,
a bystander.
and we can ponder on that.
But what's
We can
the,
ruminate on that.
Absolutely filthy.
but
Exfil to McDonwalds. Whatever, that's all we know. 100%, we're going to McDonwalds.
not me. Exfil to jail.
Exfil to the
Exfil
hospital.
to county prison. So like, what's the? Am I trying to get the guards off the guy? Am I trying to get security?
You're getting them
looking
away
at
from the
me?
bathroom because I'm assuming that when he goes to do coke, they're not just gonna fuck off. They're gonna follow him to the bathroom. I don't think they're gonna go in with him because that'd be a little sus to bring your guards into the bathroom with you. Like they're gonna
No,
hold
that's
your hand.
that's why I'm there. I'm not gonna let the guards into the bathroom.
Exactly. Like who are those guys? Ditch them.
Yeah.
So you just gotta lure them away,
Let me ask this.
far enough away to where they're not. in
This
immediate
this
eyesight.
also all pins on the fact that this guy's gonna be willing to do drugs with a random stranger.
We know that he's a degenerate.
Are
We know that he's a
Degenerate
degenerate gambler.
I mean, that kind of goes hand
And that's
in
why
hand.
I'm pitching the whole he's a hot shot, he's a regular here. This guy's gonna want to be buddies with him.
Yeah.
And if he said, he's with the dealer likes him,
You gotta monitor your drinking.
I'll be fine.
You act like a goof when you've had too much,
look, I trust him to
and
do this.
that's not gonna garner a lot of confidence from someone of this level.
Let me ask this. Are we trying to do this on Saturday or Sunday? Because we have the weekend. Do I gain his trust on the Saturday?
I think
it's
Saturday.
it's a two-part operation on yours. Yeah, you're gonna be friends with him for 2 days.
So we're doing the Sunday.
Yeah. And I probably need to block off the bathroom both days.
Yeah, we need to.
He's got to know that he can get in there and get out safely.
Night
And then
one, we're gonna be
Sunday,
running
Yeah.
a simulation where we don't go through with the acts, but we're gonna walk through them, so we get an eye.
So
on
you're
what
gonna
happens.
get the bodyguard to fuck a prostitute twice.
No, but I'm gonna go up there to make sure that he's there. First
Fair
of
enough.
all.
Fair enough.
We have the bugs in the room too. We can listen to see what their plan is.
Right.
We can get some information that way.
Should we listen to that on the balcony? Just to be safe?
It's in headphones.
They provided us the bugs anyway. I
If
think
they're
they know we're
they're
gonna be
probably
listening.
tapped in anyways. And I mean, we would be listening to them if we weren't going to kill them anyways.
Good point.
It's true.
The whole reason we should be faithful to the original directives
Yeah.
in front of the bug.
Yeah.
We're stealing the case in front of the bug. We're just not killing the guy.
All right.
The plan is the same.
Yeah.
The prostitute thing with Garfield, that's all. That's good to go. Anything on the floor, we don't talk about. Let's talk about. Maybe we can talk about getting into the bathroom to do drugs. That's it.
Whatever Brutus leaves on that floor, we don't talk about.
What Brutus does in the Maryland Live Casino stays in the Maryland Live Casino.
I like it.
All right,
Sounds like a
sleep on it.
3/4 of a plan.
I don't know about you guys, but I need to chill out and watch some Gossip Girl.
I need a drink.
Heading back into the casino.
Yeah.
Back to the penthouse. G-Cell makes their way out with a newly formulated plan, preparing to kill Dr. Titus Wheeler. And that is where we're going to pick up next session.
Thank you for listening to this installment of 12 Gauge, a Nasty Table production.